26-year-old man got rejected 27 different times. After the 10th rejection, people laughed at him. After the 20th, even his friends disappeared. But after the 27th rejection, something happened that nobody expected. 3 years later, the same people who ignored him were standing outside his office, waiting to meet him. The question is, what changed? And how did a completely broken man become someone everyone suddenly respected? His name was Samir. At 26, he had one simple dream: to give his parents the life they deserved. Every morning, Samir left home carrying resumes and hope, and every evening, he returned with another rejection. "Sorry, we selected someone else." At first, he smiled through the pain, but slowly, rejection started changing everything. His relatives began comparing him to others. "Look at your cousin, already successful." Even his own friends stopped inviting him out because he had no future. But nobody knew the pressure Samir carried silently every night, because there was something he never told anyone. His father was seriously ill, and the family was running out of money. One night after another failed interview, Samir returned home quietly. As he walked past his parents' room, he accidentally heard his mother crying. "She's worried about me," he realized. That moment broke him more than all 27 rejections combined. That night, Samir opened his phone, looked at the latest rejection email, and for the first time in years, he almost gave up completely. But then something strange happened. At the bottom of the rejection email, there was one line that caught his attention. "You lack experience, but your determination is rare." Samir kept staring at that sentence, and somehow, those words changed everything. The next morning, Samir disappeared, not forever, but from distractions. He stopped complaining, stopped explaining himself, stopped chasing people's approval. For months, nobody really knew what he was doing. Even friends thought he had become antisocial. But secretly, Samir was rebuilding himself. He spent nights learning digital marketing from free courses, practiced skills while others slept, worked part-time jobs during the day just to survive. It was exhausting. Many nights he wanted to quit again, but every rejection had left a scar inside him, and he became obsessed with proving life wrong. Then one evening, he received a message from a small startup company, a company he had applied to months ago. They wanted one final interview. Samir almost ignored the email. After 27 rejections, he no longer believed anything would change. But he still went. And during that interview, the CEO asked him one unexpected question. "Why should we hire someone with so many failures?" The room became silent. Samir looked down for a second, then gave an answer that changed his life forever. He said, "Because a person who survives 27 rejections without quitting will never quit on your company either." The CEO stared at him silently and smiled. That small opportunity changed everything. Samir worked harder than anyone else in the company, not because he was naturally talented, but because pain had trained him differently. Within 2 years, he became one of the company's biggest success stories. Then, eventually, he built something of his own. One day while leaving his office building, Samir noticed something strange. A familiar face was waiting in reception. It was one of the same people who once mocked his failures. The same person who once said, "You'll never become anything." Now standing there asking, "Can you help me find a job?" And in that moment, Samir realized something powerful. The world respects results, but it never sees the pain behind them. Rejection doesn't mean your story is over. Sometimes life says, "Not yet," because it's preparing you for something bigger.